Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel. I'm Alberto, and this is another episode of Juve Today. All right, so let's get to it. There's not a whole lot of news surrounding Juventus, but we're going to talk about the Euros in a match that I told you was going to be an instant classic, Italy-Spain, that had Juve fingerprints all over it. But out of the gate, real quick, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for so much more content, including a live match day before the final of the Euro 2020. We're going to have a lot of fun and get ready as we've been following the Azzurri the whole way through. So make sure you subscribe and set those notifications. Now, Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi remains for sale from Juventus. After the Euros are over, which of course the final will be this Sunday, Raiola and Juventus will have a meeting to discuss the player's future. The offers that have come in do not intrigue the player. However, Juventus has no will to renew his contract. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Federico Bernardeschi moving forward. Juventus is back in for Moise Kean, apparently. So this is just firing up as of today, as PSG and Everton cannot seem to find an agreement. PSG is looking for a loan type deal, and Everton wants an actual sale. So they aren't able to come to some type of agreement as of yet, and now apparently Juventus is keeping tabs on that. So there you go, Moise Kean. Would you want him returning to Juventus? My opinion, I actually really like this player. I really like this player. I think with Morata's loan extended, you have Moise Kean in there as well, who can also play from the wing. Nothing but good could come from this. I never want Moise Kean leaving Juventus. So, yeah, I would be absolutely fine if we could somehow find this deal. But again, I know the money will be tight, and I know that Juventus is looking for two midfielders. So, be interesting to see what develops. But Moise Kean, would you want him back? In terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, Jorge Mendes, his agent, will be having a meeting with Juventus very soon, as he has traveled to Milan. So the meeting is expected to take place in the next day or two, very quickly here. And then we can probably shed a little bit more light on what the future looks like for Cristiano Ronaldo. We've been over this quite a bit, as Portugal has been eliminated from the Euros. I think he's going to end up staying with Juventus for another season here and seeing out the contract. I don't think the market is what it is for him. I fully expect him to be with Juve this particular season. So we'll see what ends up happening there. That's really it for news. It's a quiet news day surrounding Juventus. But again, the talks right now are Italy. The Azzurri making the final of Euro 2020 in a game that had Juventus sprinkled all over it. Chiellini and Bonucci going to war at the back. Spain was very prepared. They took the blueprint that Austria laid against them on how to give them struggles, and they took it a step further. They opted to bench Morata. Spain opted to bench Morata, not start him, in order to get a false nine up there. And how that false nine played gave Italy fits. It gave the midfield an extra man to cover, unless it sucked Chiellini and Bonucci out of position, pulled them up higher. So credit to Spain. They did a fantastic job. I haven't seen Mancini's Italy been controlled like that. And that's exactly what happened. At halftime, I called for the Azzurri to kind of narrow it up a bit. Flood that midfield. Don't get your wingers out so wide, just to try and help. If you weren't going to make a sub, just narrow it up. 4-5-1, get it going and try and hit them on counters. And the Azzurri got a goal on a counter from the Juve man, Federico Chiesa. Fantastic goal. He continues to show the world who he is. Fantastic. Morata, another Juventus player, gets substituted in the game and punishes punishes his teammates, Bonucci and Chiellini. He slipped by Chiellini on a give and go, and he slotted home for the equalizer. And then we go to kicks. And again, some Juve footprints in there. Bernardeschi. A lot of people might have been nervous about Bernardeschi. He steps up and takes an actual picture-perfect PK. And Donnarumma stopped the Juve player Alvaro Morata, which opened the door for Jorginho to seal it with his PK. An incredible game, absolutely incredible game. Hats off to Spain, who again came out with and executed a fantastic game plan against the Italians. But the Italians, they showed yet another layer to this team, which is that they can suffer, they can bend and not break. So it was tough one to watch for the Azzurri fans, as it wasn't the performance we were all expecting. But man, a great, fantastic game. We will watch the semifinals today to see Denmark and England, who will face the Azzurri on Sunday. And then, of course, join us on the channel as we will have a live match day preview and prediction show and get ready for this final. I'll be back tomorrow with more Juventus news. Like I said, today is very, very quiet news as the focus is all on the Azzurri, and rightfully so. Incredible achievement. Ciao tutti. We'll talk tomorrow. Again, hit the like button. Drop your comments here on everything that happened. Italy, Spain. Drop your comments on some of the news surrounding Bernardeschi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Ciao tutti. Forza Juve. Fino alla fine.